I am RC Robin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel, especially if you're on YouTube. Much appreciated. So this is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 for the PlayStation 4. The created franchise is called the Bronx Knights. They've been wedged into the American League West. It's my intention of playing 162 games. This is game number 130 of 162. No skipping innings, no simulating games. It's August 24th. You can see from the screen that the standings, the Knights are 86 and 43. They have a 15-game lead on the Mariners in the division. So let's jump into this next game in the schedule. So it's 3-game set against the LA Angels of Anaheim. Split the first two, lost 7-4, won 7-3. This is the third, the rubber match, the deciding game. Let's go. Play game. Okay. Play full game. We are the away team at Anaheim. As you can see, looks good. Eli Ramos going for win number 18. Everybody looks nice and healthy. Let's rock and roll. Here we go. Welcome to some Major League Baseball as the Bronx Knights visit the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim here in Anaheim, California. On the mound for the Angels is Alex Wood, making his 17th start. His record is 10-4 with a 5.40 earned run average. And leading off is Mighty Max Luklitch, the center fielder for the Bronx Knights. 314, 4 homers, 35 runs batted in.
Number 38.
Switch hitter hitting from the right side against the lefty Wood. Ground ball to the right side. Oh, off the glove of the second baseman. He'll be safe. Infield hit on the first pitch of the ball game. So, Luklitch is on first. Next up is Don Mattingly. 331, 21 homers, 90 runs batted in. He'll take a few pitches, I'm sure. Try to give Luklitch a chance. 2 seamers in there for strike 1. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim are in last place in the American League West. Pitch out, nothing doing. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike on Mattingly. So Max has 32 stolen bases. I'm sure he'll be trying for 33 any pitch now. And he pulls it to the right side. Diving attempt by the second baseman. And he's going to go all the way to third. So it'll be first and third here with nobody out in the top of the first for the Knights. So next up is the second baseman, Chris Ramos. He's hitting 363, 51 homers, 132 runs batted in. He's looking for the Triple Crown. Pitch is low, ball 1. 51 homers, leads the American League. Still have a month and a half left to go. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. Chris is a switch hitter, also hitting from the left. Let's check out the right side against the lefty Alex Wood. Misses inside, nibbling. Michael O'Rourke, the left fielder, is on deck. Count is 3 balls and no strikes. Will he have the green light? I doubt it, especially since I put the controller down. And he misses. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded here with nobody out for Alex Wood. Next up is Michael O'Rourke. Michael is hitting 347, 30 homers, 99 runs batted in. No place to put him. Lefty versus lefty. Inside, off the plate, ball 1.
That's a ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
3-0 count. One more ball and he walks in a run. He will not have the green light. He's taking a pitch. In there, strike one. Hitters count. 3 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Bases loaded here in the top of the first inning. Fouls the 2-seam fastball back, and now the count is full, 3-2. He grounds it first over to second for 1, back to first. Double play, so a run does score. It's 1-0, but no run batted in for O'Rourke as he hits into a 3-6-3 double play, or it could be 3-6-1. Let's see the replay. So Beatty over to shortstop, back to 3-6-3 double play. So next up is the shortstop, Jacob Salazar, 326, 16 homers, 82 runs batted in. Runner at third and 2 away here in the top of the first. Inside off the plate, ball 1. So the Bronx Knights, this is the 3rd game in a 3-game set. Both teams split 1 game each. This is the rubber match. Checks the swing, down low, 2 balls and no strikes. Line drive down the left field line, but it is a foul ball. Count is 2-1. Runner leads off third. And that's a line drive base hit, RBI hit, and it will roll into the gap. He's running, taking a turn at first. It'll be an RBI double for Salazar here with 2 outs, and the score will be 2-0 Bronx Knights lead. That's double number 27 on the season for Jacob. Line drive into the left center field gap. Runner at third could just walk home. So next up is Benny LoCicero, the right fielder. 309, 29 homers, 105 runs batted in. Checks the swing, ball gets away. Throw to third is, in the out left field corner. Bad throw from the catcher. And on the error, he will score. So it's a wild pitch and then an E1. E3, E1. Can't remember what the number designation for catcher is at the moment. As you can see, it was in the dirt, so it's definitely a wild pitch. That gets Salazar to third. Then he throws it into the outfield, and the score is now 3-0 Knights. So Benny's still up there. Count is 1 ball and no strikes. Outside 2-0. And Alex Wood simply cannot find the strike zone. Bases were loaded with nobody out. He was lucky enough that Michael O'Rourke hit into a double play. But finally, he will get out of this inning as the right fielder, J.J. Blade, makes the catch to retire the side. So, after half an inning of play, it's the Bronx Knights 3. The Angels come into bat. So on the mound for the Bronx Knights is Eli Ramos, making his 27th start of the season. His record is 17-4 with a 3.63 earned run average. That 17 wins leads the American League, and he obviously is in the conversation for the American League Cy Young Award. Stepping up for the Angels, Jeremy Pena, 234, 5 homers on the season. First pitch from Ramos. Check swing in there, strikes 1. So the Bronx Knights are in first place in the AL West. This is Don Mattingly at first base and Benny LoCicero in right field. Just misses outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-1. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball 4. He thought he hit the inside corner, but according to the home plate umpire, that's ball 4. So runner at first here to lead off the bottom of the first. Here's that pitch. Hey, listen. According to the computer, that's a strike. So next up is Cliff Floyd. 264, 28 homers, 59 runs batted in. Runner at first, nobody out. Fouls off the fastball, 97 on the radar gun. Strike one. Breaking ball in there at the knees, count is 0-2. Don Mattingly is the manager, the 50-year-old version of Don Mattingly, manager of the Bronx Knights. Grounds it up the first base line, and it goes foul. Count remains 0-2. Grounds it up the middle, steps on second for one, back to first, double play. So it's 6 unassisted, 3 double play. Starting lineup for the Angels. Jeremy Pena is at a shortstop, Cliff Floyd in left, Nolan Arenado at third, Ronald Acuna Jr. is at center, J.J. Bleday in right, Matt Beatty at first. Bo Naylor is your catcher, Sam Hilliard is the DH, and Jahmai Jones is batting ninth, playing second base. So, Nolan Arenado, 280, 26 homers, 64 runs batted in, up there with 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Fouls it back to the screen, strike one. So the Silver Slugger Award winner for third base in the American League last season, as this is the 2024 campaign. High strike, count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. And he pulls the circle change foul. Hard ground ball from his bottom, throws across in time. Saps makes a nice play for shortstop, and the side is retired. So after an inning of play here in Anaheim, it's the Bronx Knights 3, Los Angeles Angels nothing. We go to the top of the second. Up steps today's shortstop, Matthew Saps, hitting 288, 25 homers, 83 runs batted in. He usually plays designated hitter. He's gotten a day at shortstop today. Swings at the first pitch, deep drive to the right center field gap. On the warning track is Acuna Jr. 1 pitch, 1 away. Defensive alignment for the Angels in the outfield from left to right is Floyd, Acuna Jr., and Bleday. And in the infield, Nolan Arenado, Jeremy Pena, Jahmai Jones, Matt Beatty, with Bo Naylor behind the plate. So next up is the third baseman, Matt Termini. 319, 9 homers, 66 runs batted in. Takes inside, ball one. Two balls and no strikes. So Termini's hot in his last handful of games. He's 8 for his last 12. Got that average up to 319 on the season. And line drive just dropped by Nolan. Strong throw, not in time. Almost recovered to make the throw from third base. Could have caught it on the line, but bobbled it. So it's an infield single for Termini with 1 away here in the top of the second. Next up is the number 9 hitter, Anthony Millo, who's been cold lately. Overall, he's hitting 242, 9 homers, 50 runs batted in. Termini leads off first. Big lead over there at first, in fact. Line drive down the left field line, and it dunks in there for a base hit. Termini's trying to go for third. Strong throw over there. He will make it. So it's first and third with 1 away here in the top of the second.
Number 38.
Honestly, Alex Wood, the starting pitcher, looks like he has nothing. So the lineup turns over. Max Luklitch singled in the first inning. He steps in for a second plate appearance. In there, strike one. Does not need a hit to get that runner home from third base. He has a lot of speed, so it'll be tough to double him up. 1 ball and 1 strike on Termini.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss in the dirt. Scooped nicely by Naylor. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Deep in the hole is short and through. It is an RBI single for Max Luklitch, and the score is now 4-0 Knights. And the pitching coach is taking that slow walk out to the pitching mound. Have a little conversation with Alex Wood, basically just to give the bullpen probably some time to warm up. So Don Mattingly steps to the plate, first baseman, the 25-year-old version of Don Mattingly, who plays first base for the Bronx Knights. First pitch, low, ball 1. So runners are at first and second with 1 away. Already 1 run in. The score is 4-0 Knights in this 3rd game of a 3-game set. Slow roller to the right side. Flips over to first. So with 2 away, the runners advance on the base paths. So it'll be 2nd and 3rd with 2 away for Chris Ramos, who walked in the 1st inning. No official at bat. Chris has 132 runs batted in here in late August. Outside ball 1. He also has 51 homers. His career high was in his rookie season 5 years ago. He had 54 home runs. So he's got plenty of time to break that personal best. And that's a drive deep. It's got a chance. Line drive. It will with 1 hop to the wall. It'll be a 2-run double for Chris Ramos. RBI's number 133 and 134. And the score is 6-0 on his 28th double of the season. Let's look at the replay. Honestly, I thought he had a chance for a line drive home run off the bat, but 1 hop to that play ball sign out there in left center. And the manager of the Angels has seen more than enough. Comes to get his starter. In relief is Corey Kluber, longtime starter in the past, but in this fictional universe, he's now relegated to the bullpen. His record is 7-2 with a 6.23 earned run average. How the mighty have fallen. So, Michael O'Rourke is up. 2 away, runner at second. He's 0 for 1. Pitches outside, ball 1. Michael drove in a run with a double play in his first at-bat, so no credit for a run batted, and he's looking for RBI number 100. Slow roller to the right side, over to first, and the side is retired. But they score 3 more times. And after an inning and a half of baseball here in Anaheim, it's the Bronx Knights 6, the Los Angeles Angels nothing. So we go to the bottom of the 2nd. Up steps Ronald Acuna Jr., 310, 21 homers, 55 runs batted in. That's a deep drive. Back goes O'Rourke and Luklitch looking up. That's gone. First pitch here in the bottom of the 2nd is a solo home run from Acuna, the 22nd of his season. And the score is now 6-1 Knights. And that's what happens when you just try to throw strikes when you have an early 6-0 lead. Here's the replay. Oh. 390. So next up is J.J. Bleday, the right fielder. 285, 14 homers, 54 runs batted in. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 2nd. Off the plate inside, ball 1. So JJ takes a 13-game hitting streak into this contest. Misses off the plate, and looks like the home plate umpire is squeezing him a little bit on that outside corner. So the count is 2-0. Grounds it up the third base line. It goes foul. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. So the Bronx Knights are 86-43. They're a created franchise that have been wedged into the American League West, taking the place of the Houston Astros. That pitch is fouled off. The count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. They have a 15-game lead entering play over the second-place Seattle Mariners. And he's late on the fastball, 98 miles an hour on the radar gun. It's my intention to play every inning of every game of 162 game schedule. No skipping innings, no simulating games. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the first out, and I believe the first strikeout of the game for Ramos. Let's look at the location. Oh, that's definitely a strike. He's blew past him. So with 1 out, up steps Matt Beatty, 233, 8 homers, 34 runs batted in. Strike 1, inside corner. So this is game number 130 out of 162 plus. Fouls back to the screen. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. The Angels, I believe, are 28 games behind the Bronx Knights in the West. They're in last place. And that is a pop-up in the infield. And Ramos is there. He makes the catch for... That's not Ramos. No, I'm sorry. Check that. That's Matthew Saps. I'm confused. Wait a minute. Give me a second. I want to look at manager, substitutions. So Chris Ramos is at second. Saps is at shortstop. So what was he doing over there? Well, whatever. Let's go back to the game. With 2 away in the bottom of the second, the catcher Bo Naylor steps up to the plate for his first at-bat. He's hitting 271. And he's late on the fastball and grounds it down the third base line, strike 1. And that's a deep drive towards the right center field gap, but settling under it is LoCicero, who makes the catch to retire the side. So after the solo homer from Ronald Acuna Jr., he gets the next 3 out. At the end of 2, it's the Knights 6, the Angels 1. Top of the third. Jacob Salazar has an RBI double today, stepping in. This time from the right side. No, check that, the left side against the righty Kluber. And the pitch is low, ball 1. So Emmanuel Clace, the right-hander, warming in the bullpen for the Angels. In love, I hate you. Hold on a second. Let me... Swing and a miss. The count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. I hate you. I played 7 games on my last 10 row. Got 3 right side. Okay. Check, swing, outside, 2 and 1. I think you hate me because I'm now getting you back addicted to baseball, probably. Shallow fly ball to center. Long run for Acuna Jr. He races in to make the catch for the first out here in the third. Let's see. I played 7 games on my last 10 right now, and we have a 3-way tie. Yeah, you hate me because baseball is awesome. Yes, yes, LOL. Well, I love to be hated, and I hate to be loved. I'm just kidding. Benny LoCicero is 0 for 1. Steps in for a second plate appearance. Swings and fouls off the sinker for strike 1. So Benny has 105 runs batted in. That's good for second place on the team behind Chris Ramos. Pitch is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Thank you very much, Mr. Outlander, for always supporting the stream. Much appreciated. 2 balls and 1 strike. Score is 6-1 here in the top of the third. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Matt Saps, second baseman today, on deck. Wow, he tried to hit the black with the cut fastball, and according to the home plate umpire, he missed. So that's a walk with 1 out. And Kluber's not happy, and I kind of don't blame him because that looked like a strike. So Matt Saps flew out in the second. He's 0 for 1. Steps in with a runner at first. Pitch is low, ball 1. So Matt Saps has 25 homers. He can play any infield position, does not have a regular position. And he pulls it down the third base line. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. So they're going for win number 87 on the season. And that's a deep drive, but it will curve into the seats out of play. Count is 1 and 2. In case you're wondering, These names of players are basically co-workers of mine. They're all created players. They're friends, family, co-workers, etc., etc. Thought it would be interesting to ground ball down the third base line. The count remains 0-2. It's a love-hate relationship. So in my last 10 games till playoffs, and we have a 3-game. Okay, hold on. Let's see. 1-2. Checks his swing, pitches outside. No swing according to the first base umpire. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the third. Crucial games coming up. They're all crucial. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Will the runner be in motion with 1 out? I highly doubt it, even though he does have good speed. Cut fastball inside corner, ball 4. My goodness. So he walks the first 2 bat. Check that. He gets an out, then walks the next 2. Runners at first and second for Matt Termini, who singled in his first at bat. He has a runner in scoring position now. They've already got a 5-run lead. Chases a cut fastball, strike 1. Let's see. Well, I'm going to try my best, Mr. Outlander, to check out your baseball stream. So he swings at the next pitch, drives it deep to center. Back goes Acuna Jr. to the track. He makes the catch for the second out. No advance on the bases. So he gave it a ride, but hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark, and there are now 2 away. So up steps Anthony Millo, who has an RBI no, check that. He's single and a run scored. He's 1 for 1. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. Millo is 6 for his last 17. That's a .353 clip. So while this season has been a struggle at the plate, he is heating up. Slow roller to Arenado, throws to second for the force to retire the side. So 2.5. It's 6-1. Bronx Knights lead. Between the Mets, the Phillies, and the Braves. 3-way tie. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Heidi Watney, our sideline reporter in the dugout. Unfortunately, Heidi, we do apologize. There seems to be something wrong with your microphone. So we're going to have to get a technician down there to take care of it. In the meantime, we go back to the home plate. Sam Hilliard, the DH, 238, 7 homers, 30 runs batted in. Leads off the bottom of the third. Ramos deals. Eli Ramos, that is. Line drive down the left field line. Check that. The right field line. Foul. Strike 1. Just gets a piece of the split finger fastball. The count is 0-2 on Hilliard. And he fouls the circle change back upstairs behind home plate. Count will remain 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the slider inside. That is the second strikeout for Ramos. So wins leaders in the American League, as you can see, Eli is leading with 17. He has a 6-1 lead, so it's a good chance that he'll get number 18 today. Joey Pollard, his teammate, is on the list, and so is Patrick Joseph with 12. So Jahmai Jones, 251, 14 homers, 43 runs batted in, steps in with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Just misses off the plate, ball 1. Breaking ball in there, strike 1. Swing and a miss out in front of the split finger. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he's late on the fastball, 98 on the radar gun. Count remains 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for Eli. Let's watch the replay while I chew on some ice. Excuse me. All right. And down goes Jahmai Jones. So next up is Pena. No official at bat. He walked in the first. Lineup turns over. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Breaking ball buckles his knees, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 inning for Ramos, and at the end of 3, it's a 6-1 lead for the Bronx Knights. So we go to the top of the 4th. Up steps Max Luklitch for his 3rd plate appearance. He's already 2 for 2. Got that batting average up to 317 on the season. Deep drive to right, but playable for Blade. First pitch, 1 away here in the top of the 4th. So the line for Alex Wood, inning and 2/3, 7 hits, 6 earned runs. Obviously, that is a start to forget. So Don Mattingly steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Donnie Baseball was the 1985 American League Most Valuable Player for the New York Yankees. He was inside off the plate, ball 1. He was not a Hall of Famer. His career got cut short with a back injury in the early 1990s. But he did win, I believe, 7 or 8 Gold Gloves at first base. He was an all-star. He was the best major leaguer in the 1980s for about 4 or 5 years. And that's a deep drive towards the gap that will find a hole. 1 hop over the fence, a ground rule double. That's Mattingly's 24th double of the season. And they have a runner in scoring position now with only 1 out. Acuna Jr. can run fast, but not that fast. So Chris Ramos is up, now hitting from the left side against the righty, Corey Kluber. And it's a ground ball, base hit through the box. Mattingly rounds 3rd and heads on home. It's an RBI single for Chris Ramos, and the score is now 7-1. Bronx Knights lead. So that's his 3rd RBI of the ball game. And he is a run-producing machine. Just a ground ball with eyes. So next up, Michael O'Rourke, who's been stuck at 99 runs batted in for at least a week now. It's 0 for 2. And that one has a chance to drop in there. And it will. And he's going for 2nd. It'll be a double for Michael. He's 1 for 3 now. Runners are at 2nd and 3rd with only 1 out. Now that's Michael's 37th double of the season. So Jacob Salazar has an RBI double today. He's 1 for 2. 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out. It's already a 7-1 lead. Outside in the dirt, blocked nicely by Bo Naylor. Ball 1. And he pulls the cut fastball down the right field line. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Low, ball 2, 2-1. And he yanks it deep, but playable. Tagging up is Mattingly. Throw to the plate is not in time. It's an RBI sacrifice fly for Salazar. And the score is 8-1. So with 2 away and a runner at 2nd, Benny LoCicero steps to the plate. Officially, he's 0 for 1, who walked in the 3rd. And that's a deep drive down the right field line. He's got a chance for that corner. Looking up, that's Gonzo. 2-run home run for Benny LoCicero. Home run number 30 on the season. And just like that, the floodgates have been completely smashed open. It's a 9-1 advantage for the Bronx Knights. This game is a rout. Boom. In case you're wondering, every game I play, hitting and pitching, I do it on an all-star. Now, there are some people that can play better than that, but all-star makes me happy. So reliever for the Angels, Emmanuel Clace. This is game number 64. His record is 4-1, 3.78 earned run average. He's facing Matthew Saps, righty versus righty. I'm sorry, I said 9, not 1. It's actually 10-1. Swings and a miss at the 101-mile-an-hour cut fastball. My goodness, Clace. Did you eat you had your protein bar this morning, apparently. Strike 1. 101. Slider outside. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. So, when I started this season, I started it at the all-star difficulty level for hitting and pitching. Cut fastball, triple digits, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to keep it there. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now, there are games where I'm winning 10-1, and I'm just going to enjoy them, because I still have lost 43 times. And that's a deep drive. Back goes Cliff Floyd, looking up. Solo home run for Matthew Saps, number 26 on the season. So you throw it triple digits, it flies out triple digits. The score is now 11-1, Bronx Knights lead. Oh yeah! So still 2 outs. Matt Termini steps up to the plate. 1 for 2 with a single. Hitting .320 on the season. And that's a deep drive. Back goes Cliff, but Floyd is under it to mercifully retire the side. So they get 5 more runs here in the top of the 4th. And after 3.5, it's the Bronx Knights 11. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim 1. I think we're going to have to put in some backups. So Cliff Floyd leads off the bottom of the 4th. He's 0 for 1. Grounds it to the right side. Ramos fields, fires, 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Nolan Arenado steps up with 1 out. He grounded out in the 1st. In there, strike 1. He has 6 hits in the first 2 games of this series. He's been a thorn in the Knights' side. Just gets a piece of the slider. Count is 0-2. And just gets a piece of that curveball to stay alive. Fouls off the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. And he just keeps on fighting. Misses 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he slaps it the other way towards the right center field gap. Long run for LoCicero, but he makes the catch for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 13.
Ronald Acuna Jr., responsible for the only run on the scoreboard for the Angels with a solo home run in the 2nd inning. Steps in with 2 outs here in the 4th. Takes a pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. Swing and a miss. Count is 0-2. Out in front of the breaking ball. Deep drive the other way, slicing into the seats. Foul ball. And he's late on the fastball. Fouls it upstairs. And that's a drive the other way, which will find its way into the right field corner. LoCicero fields it, tosses it back in, but it'll be a 2-out double for Acuna Jr. Here's the replay.
Now batting, the right fielder, JJ. Lopez.
So next up is JJ Bleday. Struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Pulls it into the seats. Hard foul ball. Strike 1. Inside corner, strike 2. Count is quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. Bleday's been hot. He's 12 for his last 35. That's a 343 clip. Grounds it just off the end of the bat into foul territory. Count stays where it is at 0-2. And just gets a piece. We'll set it up again. Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he fouls off the split finger fastball. He's throwing a lot of pitches this inning. They've 99-mile-an-hour fastball, fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. Runner at second. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side is retired. So it's a 10-run lead after 4 innings. Bronx Knights lead 11-1. So we go to the top of the 5th. Catcher Anthony Miller steps up. He is 1 for 2.
Number 43.
Inside corner, strike 1. And that's a line drive towards the other way. Over is Acuna Jr. into the right center field gap. Makes the catch for the first out. Nice play.
Number 38.
Has a lot of range in center. So Max is 2 for 3. 7 for 12 in the series with 4 RBIs. Outside, ball 1. So 4 home runs is not second on the Knights. I don't know what that stat person is thinking. Okay. If you want to go through the numbers. High and tight with a cut fastball. 102 miles an hour, but it's 2-0. So he has the heat, but apparently he does not have the control.
Outside, that's the ball.
Cut fastball misses. Count is 3 balls and no strikes on Luklitch. Takes a pitch on the black. Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike. Cut fastball in the outside corner. Count goes full, 3-2. 1 out. Payoff pitch coming. And he walks him. So it's ball 4. So I don't think he'll be stealing with a 10-run lead, but you never can tell. Max Luklitch is 12 years old in real life, so who knows? Next up is Don Mattingly, who's 7 for 13 in the series as well. He's 2 for 3 today. And that's a line drive base hit to center field. He makes a turn. He's heading to third. Strong throw to third from center is not in time. It is at first and third with only 1 away here in the top of the 5th. And they just keep on piling on. I'm beginning to get a little self-conscious here. Hold on a second. Options, gameplay, hitting difficulty all-star, pitching difficulty all-star. So, just so you know. So Chris Ramos steps up. 2 for 2. Runners at first and third. 1 away. Pitches just off the plate. Ball 1. He has 3 runs batted and his average is up to 366. Can get that runner home for his 4th RBI without the benefit of a base hit. 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
So he's won a Silver Slugger award in his career at second base. He can't catch up to that cut fastball. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike. He was late on the swing. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners lead off first and third. It's already a 10-run advantage. Called strike 2. Count is full 3-2. The runner at first. I wonder if he'll be going. Probably not. Out in front of the cut fastball. Count will remain full 3-2. And that's a deep drive, but will slice into the seats. A foul ball. We'll do it again. Deep drive to center. Might be deep enough. Luklitch has a lot of speed. He's tagging. Strong throw to the plate is not in time. It's only the speed was able to get that sac fly working. So it's a sac fly and another RBI for Chris Ramos. The score is 12-1 here in the top of the 5th. So 2 away, runner at first. Michael O'Rourke steps up. He's 1 for 3. And he yanks the cut fastball. Foul for strike 1. Mattingly leads off first. And that's a line drive headed for the gap. And it will 1-hop to the fence. And there'll be runners at second and third with 2 away on his second hit of the ball game. And they just keep pouring it on. So Jacob Salazar 1 for 2, 4 for 11 in this series. And that'll be in there probably for a double as it rolls all the way to the wall. A 2-run double for Jacob Salazar as the score is now 14-1 Knights. Double number 28 on the season for Jacob. Pitching change for the Angels. John Brebbia steps up. This is his 48th appearance out of the bullpen. He's 3-2 with a 4.14 earned run average. So with 2 outs and a runner at second, Benny LoCicero steps up. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. Grounds it to the first baseman, takes it to the bag himself to retire the side. So they scored 3 more times. And after 4.5 innings of play, it's the Bronx Knights 14, the Angels 1. Yeah! Oh, we go back to the dugout. And Heidi's microphone is still not working. We sincerely apologize, Heidi. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. Up steps Matt Beatty. Ramos needs to get through this half an inning to qualify. First pitch grounded to the vacuum cleaner named Don Mattingly. Takes it to the bag himself. 1 pitch, 1 away. ERA leaders in the American League. Ryan Yarborough, 2.90 for the Baltimore Orioles. As you can see, Eli's on the list. Joey Pollard actually has an edge on him. That's his teammate. So Bo Naylor with 1 out steps up here in the bottom of the 5th. That's a line drive to center. Right there is Luklitch to make the catch. 2 pitches, 2 away. And this is the makings of a really quick half an inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Sam Hilliard, 0 for 5 in the series. Struck out today. Swing and a miss at the split-fingered fastball. Strike 1. I don't know how it is that these fans have stayed here in the ballpark. Out in front of the circle change count is 0-2. And that's a deep drive to center, but again, right there is Luklitch. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Eli. And at the end of 5, it's a 13-run lead. The Bronx Knights lead 14-1. Matt Saps has a solo home run in the fourth. He's 1 for 2. Left-hander warming in the bullpen for the Angels. Pitch is high, ball 1. Carlos Parra. Yanks it deep but foul. Strike 1. Two balls and 1 strike. And that's a line drive which has a chance to go out. And it does! His second home run of the ball game. Home run number 27 on the season for Matthew Saps. And the score is 15-1. My goodness. Oof. Line drive shot. So, Matt Termini steps up. 1 for 3 with a single today. Swings and misses at the slider outside. Count is 0-1. Here we are in the top of the 6th in Anaheim. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. It is a 15-1 lead for the Bronx Knights. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mr. Matt Termini. He's the first out here in the top of the 6th.
Number 43.
So, Anthony Millo, the catcher, steps up. 1 for 3 with a single. Fouls it back upstairs behind home plate. Strike 1. Out in front of the slider, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Millo. Low in the dirt, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Slow roller to the third baseman. Arenado fires across, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 38.
So with 2 down, Max Luklitch steps in yet again. 2 for 3, today's ball game. Outside corner, strike 1.
Ball.
1 ball and 1 strike. Out in front of the fastball, count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Luklitch. Mighty Max. And it's a slow roller to the right side. Bare hands, throws to first in time. Side is retired. So they get another run on the home run by Matthew Saps, second of the ball game. After 5.5, it's a 15-1 lead for the Bronx Knights. Wow. Love it. Love it. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Up steps Jahmai Jones. He is 0 for 1.
Second baseman, Jahmai Jones.
And that's a line drive down the left field line and rolling into the corner. He makes the turn at first. He's heading to second, and it will be a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 6th for Jones. That's double number 19 on the season. Let's watch the replay. Next up is Jeremy Pena. Walked in the first. He's officially 0 for 1. Pitch is low, ball 1. Breaking ball off the plate. Inside, count is 2 balls and no strikes. Yanks it foul, curving into the seats and out of play. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Pena. Swing and a miss. The slider, count is 2-2. Inside corner, strike 3 called. There's 1 out. Strikeout number 6 of the game for Ramos. Here's the location. Too close to take. Bottom line, 2 strikes. You gotta swing at that. Next up is Cliff Floyd, excuse me. Checks his swing in there, strike 1. Count is he is 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts. Out in front of the circle change. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Late on the fastball, slicing into the seats, and we will set him up again. And behind the plate, fouled off. Shallow fly ball to center field. In comes Luklitch. He makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan.
So with 2 outs, Nolan Arenado steps up. He's 0 for 2 today. He had 6 hits in his first 2 games of this series. At the knees, strike 1. And that ball is gone. That's a 2-run home run for Nolan Arenado. And the score is 15-3. That's Nolan's 27th home run of the season. And he gives the hometown fans something to cheer about. Hit number 7 of the series. Next up is Ronald Acuna Jr. 2 for 2 with a homer today. In there, strike 1.
Acuna Jr.
1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls off the circle change. Count is 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 7 to retire the side. So they get 2 on the 2-run homer from Nolan Arenado, but at the end of 6, it's still a 12-run lead. Bronx Knights lead 15-3. Before we start the top of the 7th, I'm going to go to the manager's office in the bullpen. And I am going to put 3 lefties, huh? Caleb. Let's put Caleb Smith in there. Schedule to one here. So Caleb's going to pitch the 7th. Mattingly steps up. 21 homers, 90 runs batted in. Line drive. 1 hop to Arenado. First pitch, 1 out here in the 7th.
Now batting.
Mattingly's 3 for 5. So next up is Chris Ramos, the switch hitting second baseman. 2 for 2 with 4 RBIs. He's 5 for 10 in this series with 7 runs batted in. He is an RBI machine. Low ball 1. And that's goodbye. Gonzo, home run number 52 on the season for Chris Ramos. The score is 16-3. And I'm loving every minute of it. Ooh. Check that man's urine and blood. Have him tested. Random test. So with 1 out here in the top of the 7th, Carlos Parra comes up out of the bullpen for the Angels. He's 2-1 with a 5.91 earned run average. Next up is Michael O'Rourke. He's 2 for 4 with 2 doubles today. Outside ball 1. Fouls it off. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike on Michael. Just gets a piece of the fastball. Count as 1 and 2.
Nope.
Off the plate, count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the top of the 7th. 1 run in, it's 16-3. Grounds it to the right side, fielded nicely by the second baseman, throws to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter,
Jacob Salazar, 2 for 3 with 4 runs batted in today. He's got the RBIs up to 86. Switch hitter batting from the right side. Checks his swing. Ball 1. Hard ground ball to Beatty. Backhands it, takes it himself to the bag, wins the race, and the side is retired. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the 7th inning stretch. It's a 16-3 slaughter here in Anaheim, California. Time for some backups to get some playing time. That's what they would do in the major leagues. Do you want to change pitchers? That'll be all for Eli. Caleb Smith comes in to pitch the 7th. 4-1 with a 2.01 earned run average. And before he comes to the plate, manager substitutions. Let's see. Max is going to give way to Manuel Margot. Manager substitution. Don Mattingly is going to give way to Gio Urshela.
the right fielder, JJ.
Substitutions. Chris Ramos. I hate to do it to you, my man, but he's going to give way to Francisco Lindor. Bullpen. Not bullpen. Substitutions. Anthony Millo is going to come out for Roberto Perez.
Your attention, please.
And we got Hunter Renfroe. It's going to be the last guy. We're going to keep him. We're going to go manager, bullpen, and Zach is going to warm up. So that's it. So here we are in the bottom of the 7th. JJ Bleday leads off. He's 0 for 2. Strike 1, 94 on the radar gun. Lefty versus lefty. Change up high, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on JJ. Swing and a miss at the slider, chased it. There's 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman, Matt Beatty.
Matt Beatty, the first baseman, is 0 for 2. Pulls it hard, but foul. Strike 1. Oh, it's high and it's deep. It's a home run for Matt Beatty. Home run number 9. And with 1 out, the score is 16-4. It's impressive. Caleb Smith has been pretty unhittable by left-handed hitting, left-handed hitters this season. I was speechless. Speechless. So next up is Bo Naylor, 0 for 2. Gio dives, tosses to Caleb covering. Nice play by the first baseman taking over here in the late innings of this blowout. So Gio from his backside tosses to the pitcher covering. Nice plays, 2 away. So with 2 outs, up steps Sam Hilliard, who's 0 for 2. And that sliced the other way, but O'Rourke is there to make the catch. Side is retired. So we're going to go to the top of the 8th. They do score a run, but at the end of 7, it's 16-4, Bronx Knights lead. Leading off the top of the 8th, Benny LoCicero has a 2-run homer today. It's 1 for 3. Lefty versus lefty. Carlos Parra still out there. Pitch is low. Ball 1. 10 is 30,277 here in Anaheim, California. That is not a sellout. Ground ball down the left field line. Deep from foul territory. Jump throw. Not in time. Great attempt by Nolan Arenado to make the play. But it's an infield single for Benny LoCicero here in the 8th to lead off. Next up is Matthew Saps. 2 for 3 today. He's 2 home runs. This was his 2nd homer. Line drive shot over the head of Cliff Floyd. Can he hit number 3? Runner at first, nobody out. And he pulls the changeup foul, strike 1. Home runs number 25 and 26 on the season for Matthew Saps. Checks his swing, pitches low, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Called strike 2 on the outside corner. My goodness, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's a line drive over the stretch of Nolan Arenado and will roll all the way to the fence. He'll get to 3rd. Saps will get to 2nd. The base runner will get to 3rd. So his runner's at 2nd and 3rd now. Nobody out. Termini has 2 runners in scoring position. It's 1 for 4 with a single. And that's a hard line drive to center field. Tagging up is LoCicero. It'll be a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Matt Termini, and the score is 17-4. So coming in as a replacement for Anthony Millo is Roberto Perez. His first at-bat here in the 8th. And he yanks it deep but foul for strike number 1. Parra is hitting 197 on the season. Part-time player, catcher. Runner is at 2nd with 1 away. Low ball 1. So this will be win number 87 on the season. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Carlos. So it'll be 87-43. Grounds it. Arenado throws to first, 2 away. Looks the runner back to 2nd, so no advance on the base paths. Next up is Manuel Margot, who has a 10-game hitting streak. Granted, it's not just 10 consecutive games. His average in part-time play is .359. He has been hot. Off the plate inside, ball 1. High, ball 2. Count as 2 balls and no strikes on Manuel Margot, taking over in center for Max Luklitch. And he rolls over, rolls it down the left field line. Strike 1. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike on Manuel. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike. Gio, pinch hitting for Don Mattingly, is on deck. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Slow roller to his left. Nolan throws to first to retire the side, but they get another run on the sacrifice fly by Benny LoCicero, and after 7.5, it's 17-4. The Bronx Knights lead. So leading off is Jahmai Jones. He's 1 for 2. Caleb Smith's still out there. That's a deep drive towards the gap. Long run. Neither one of them will make it there. And it's going to be a stand-up double. He makes a big turn at second, but decides to hold. It'll be a stand-up double, Jahmai Jones' 20th double of the season, to lead off the bottom of the 8th. I can't manufacture any excitement in a game that's 17-4, so I can do my best, but it's just, this is just the laugher. So let's manager, bullpen, Zach, put him in the game. Zach Eflin, 21 games, no record, 4.19 earned run average in 19 and a third innings pitched. And it's a shallow fly ball to right. In races LoCicero. He makes the catch for the one away. One pitch, one away for Eflin.
The left fielder, number 30.
So Cliff Floyd, 0 for 3 today. In the 6th inning, he flew out. And that's a deep drive. Back goes Margot, looking up. Gone. 2-run home run for Cliff Floyd, number 29 on the season. And it's 17-5. Knights lead. And for those fans that stuck around to watch this, gave them something to watch. There's a replay. And again, the troubles for Zach Eflin continue in the bullpen. Nolan Arenado steps up with 1 out. It's 17-6, pardon me. And that's a deep drive down the left field line in the corner near the foul pole. He makes the catch for out number 2. Nice play by Michael O'Rourke to navigate that wall in the corner. So Ronald Acuna Jr. is 6 for 10 with 2 homers in this series. 2 for 3 today. 2 outs here in the... And that ball is his 2nd homer of the game. Back goes LoCicero. That ball is gone. It's 17-7. Acuna Jr.'s 2nd homer of the game, number 23 on the season. And they are making this interesting, or as interesting as you can when you're still down by 10 runs. Next up is J.J. Bleday. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. In there, strike 1. Slow roller. Saps fields, fires, got him. And the side is retired, but they score 3 runs. At the end of 8, 17-7. Bronx Knights lead. So Gio Urshela taking over for Don Mattingly. First hitting .301 is his first at-bat today. Bullpen, I'm going to have Jesse Biddle warm up. And have Jesse Biddle come in, scheduled to come in the game. I've seen enough of Eflin. Low ball 1 from Carlos Parra. Never gotten to 20 runs. It'd be nice to get to 20 runs. We'll see what happens. Off the plate inside. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Slow roller to the shortstop. Pena fires. 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Francisco Lindor taking over for Chris Ramos at second, hitting .337, part-time play. He has 6 homers. Switch hitter batting from the right side. Checks the swing, pitches low ball 1. Yanks it down the third base line. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Chris Ramos will be 18-4 on the season. Inside 2 balls and 1 strike. That will lead the American League. Obviously, he's going for that magic number 20 in wins. Pulls the fastball, inside fastball down the left field line. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Lindor. That's a deep drive to center, but playable by Acuna Jr. There's 2 outs.
Now back. Left fielder.
Michael O'Rourke steps up. He has 2 doubles, 2 runs scored today. He's 2 for 5. Outside, ball 1. Lefty versus lefty. And he hits him. Oh, there has been a little bit of animosity around the league for Michael O'Rourke based on how he does those celebrations when he hits home runs. I wonder how related that is. It's the perfect time to hit him. Well, runner at first, 2 outs here in the ninth. Jacob Salazar's 2 for 4. He has 4 runs batted in, if I'm not mistaken. Yanks a fastball foul, strike 1. Might have 5 runs batted in. I can't remember if he has a sac fly or not. But in any event, the count is 0-1.
Nope.
And that looked like it was close to hitting him. Counts 1 ball and 1 strike on Salazar.
Ball.
2 balls, 1 strike. Off the end of the bat, towards the left center field gap, but Floyd makes the running catch to retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Angels last licks. The score is 17-7. Bronx Knights lead. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do.
Ladies and gentlemen.
In relief is Jesse Biddle.
Now pitch
Game number 48. It's 2-2.
Biddle.
ERA is 1.49. He's here to pitch the ninth. It's obviously not a safe situation. It's a 10-run ball game. Matt Beatty hit a home run, a solo shot in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3.
First baseman, Matt.
In there, strike 196 on the radar gun. Swing and a miss, the 2-seamer. Strike 2. Strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mr. Matt Beatty. There's 1 away here in the bottom of the ninth.
The catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor steps up. He's 0 for 3. Fouls it off, strike 1. Fouls the curveball back to the screen. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Bo. Grounds it slowly to Saps at short. Fires, and there are 2 away. And the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim are down to their final out of the game.
Hilliard.
So representing that final out is Sam Hilliard, who's 0 for 3, lined out in the 7th. In there, strike 1. Fouls back this 2-seam fastball, strike 2. And the Angels are down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, strike 3, inning over, ball game over. Bronx Knights win 17-7. So the Bronx Knights take 2 out of 3 here in Anaheim against the Angels. That's win number 87 on the season. They're 87-43. It's good for first place. When the game started, they had a 15-game lead in the American League West over the Seattle Mariners. That lead will only increase. That's Eli Ramos, who wins game number 18 on the season. And let's do this the right way. Los Angeles, so the Bronx Knights, 17 runs, 19 hits, no errors. Los Angeles, 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Eli Ramos wins the game. He is 18-4. Alex Wood is saddled with the loss. Matthew Saps had 2 home runs today. He is your player of the game. And this has been a broadcast of Bronx Knights Baseball. I am RC Robin. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate anybody who watches this stream. If you're watching it on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It really helps. This was game number 130 of 162 and beyond. I play every inning of every game. No skipping innings, no simulating games on the way to the World Series. Fingers crossed. Hope I can get there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.